What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So today I want to talk about the babyface assassin. So he did something very subtle, right? But I don't think you can overlook it. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't stripped his IG of all his little warriors guard and all that. Like, it seems subtle, but that's what these players do. They do little subtle stuff in order to like let you know, like, all right, nah. You know what I'm saying? All right, because Golden State not even in the sauce this year. Like, as far as like teams that you expecting to be good, you know what I'm saying? Like they not even in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? They not even in the sauce, like at all. Like, look at how many teams in the West, you could put literally like 9 teams ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, legit. You could think of 9 teams, and that's just off the top of my head, that you gonna put in front of Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least 9. At least 9. And that's just off the top of my head. Like, let me see. We got Minnesota, Denver, the Thunder, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Kings, Phoenix. That's 7 right there that you would put ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's 7 right there. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Who else am I missing? The Pelicans, Memphis, Dallas. That's 10. That's 10 teams you will put ahead of them. So that's like, you're not even projected to be in the play-in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the issue with it is like, y'all just won a chip, what, 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? What was that, 2022 or something like that? They won their last chip, 21, 22, something like that, right? And y'all go from that to like, to the floor. Y'all go from the ceiling to the floor. You know what I'm saying? And I think like, it's frustrating when it's been so much talent that then came through there that didn't stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just been fumbling players. Like it's like, how far you want to go back? You know what I'm saying? Like, the first major fumble was KD, right? With, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, like, look, Draymond, you cool or whatever, but if I gotta choose between you and KD, it's not even that's not even a choice. Like, I'm sorry, like you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's like, even with the little situation that happened with Draymond and KD, like, I feel like the organization didn't get involved, right? They just kind of brushed it off, like, whatever, right? They didn't get ahead of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if I'm Golden State, I'm their front office, I'm looking at it like this. At the end of the day, as long as we got Steph and KD on that team, we in the sauce every year. We can fill in everything else. We can figure everything else out. But as we got them two, we in the mix every year. Like, I'm not letting them two split for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let him walk over what? An argument? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like they did no due diligence upstairs. You know what I'm saying? To try to keep him. I think they was too gung-ho on keeping the original 3. You know what I'm saying? And then they ended up fumbling one of them too. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man, they just been making bad moves back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, after the KD thing, I feel like, okay, boom, they lost KD, boom. They end up with Wiseman and Poole. Okay, boom. I feel like they moved on from Wiseman way too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they moved on from him way too fast. I don't know what it is with Golden State and players over 6'7", right? It just seemed like any dude that ain't like an undersized guard, they just fumble, right? Like if you anything over 6'7", they just can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? They can find you all these little undersized 6'4" guards, right? Like clockwork. But anything over 6'6", 6'7", they just can't get it right. I don't know what it is. Like, what good other than KD that they fumble? Who hadn't had good that was over 6'8"? I just feel like it's something, I don't know what it is. Like they can't get it right with them players, right? So they move on from Wiseman too fast, right? Boom. Then they get Jordan Poole, right? Boom, worked out. Boom, he was in his right spot. You feel me? I ain't the man, but I'm next to the man, so I can get mines off. You feel me? Like, it's a lot. Listen, when you a hooper, right, you can get a lot easier shots when you like the second, third-ish guy on the team. Because all the main focus going to Steph. You know what I'm saying? So Poole strived in that situation, right? Just because you was a great 6-man starter don't necessarily mean you gonna be facing no franchise. That's a big leap from going from second, third player on a team to just throwing as the number one. But here again, they fumbled the Poole situation, right? Y'all had Jordan Poole, boom, had a good little fit, okay, boom. Y'all needed somebody else who could score, create, and all that, boom. Y'all fumbled it. Again, with the whole punch and all of that, like, and then it's like, what's the common denominator? Y'all lose KD arguably because of Draymond. You lose Jordan Poole arguably because of Draymond. So it's like, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like Draymond. This ain't like a personal thing. It's just a basketball thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it gets to a point where like it's like a gift and a curse, right? Like what's your strength can also be your weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what Draymond flirt with too much. Like what's his strength, being fiery and all that, it also can be his weakness too. Because it's like uncontrolled, right? It's like the Phoenix from X-Men. Like she got so much power that she can't use it right because it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta know when to cut it off. And it almost would be better if it was fake, right? Like if he just did that to get his team, like he really wasn't crazy like that. He just turned it on to make people think he was, so it'd be controlled. But he just really like that. Like he ain't now and then, he got a screw loose ain't now and then. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, that's just him. He got that fiery personality. But I think the curse aspect of it was it lost them 2 players, arguably. You know what I'm saying? It fumbled. It was part of the fumble. And then it's not 100% his fault because I feel like that's where coaching and the organization come in, right? They got to get ahead of that. They got to, you know what I'm saying? They got to sit people down and have conversations. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get ahead of it and at least see if it can be resolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you gotta think these dudes playing everything moving too fast. They don't got time for all that. Like, so yeah, man, that's the common denominator with that one. And then, like, you try to replace Jordan Poole with CP3, like old CP3. Like I like CP3, but bro, you got CP3 with like 350,000 miles on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he a Corvette, but he ain't the he ain't a Stingray no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he that one from Money Talks. Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he the one Lonzo had in Training Day. Like he not the new one that looked like a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like he's still fast relative to regular cars, but when them new Corvettes pull up, it's like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that don't fit. Like, Chris Paul got to be around a lot of young athletic energy, right? Like, that's what he got to be around. You know what I'm saying? He can't be on no team that's undersized and not that athletic. Like, that's not going to work. Like, it just don't work. Like, his style of play does not fit with Golden State at all. You know what I'm saying? You got a floor general point guard on a team that pretty much don't have a traditional point guard, and they use they undersized four as their facilitator. Like, it's no room for what Chris Paul's superpower is. There's no room for it. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, and he's not a catch and shoot guy. Like, that's not his strength. Like, he need the ball in his hands. So, yeah, that didn't go well. And then, like, I don't know what's going on with Wiggins. Like, they should have packaged him right on up. Like, oh yeah, they should have. As soon as they seen Kuminga was on doing this, they should have been looking like like they do, like they selling stocks. They should have been trying on the phone so much, trying to get rid of Wiggins. As soon as they seen Kuminga had upside, they should have been trying to sell. They should have been trying to get rid of Wiggins, because it's like he plateaued, right, as a player, right? He had like. When he first came in the league, you thought star, right? You thinking he gonna be a star. Then you realize, nah. And then you squalls out the most you was gonna get out of him with that championship run, right? And ever since then, it's like, it's kind of been a decline, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to assess when you're dealing with a player like, did I get an out-of-body experience? Or is this just that player, right? With Wiggins, it was kind of like an out-of-body experience. It was like, we ain't seen this out of him before. Like this, it hasn't been consistent. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I let this young, hungry kid that's behind him go ahead and shine? Because another problem that Golden State do is, y'all get all these players that's the same position, the same height, the same athlete, like, for what? Like, I don't need all these players that's 6'4", not that athletic, do all the same thing. I don't need that. This NBA about, you got 6'9" dudes playing the 2, playing the 3. Like, what I'm gonna do with all these 6'4" dudes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, wow, that don't make sense. I'm saying, don't make sense. So they should have been packaged Wiggins up. I don't know what they was thinking with that. Like. And then, like, you lose Clay. Like, how you just come on, man, you gotta keep Clay. I'm sorry, like, for who? Like, who are you, like, and it's not that I'm saying, like, players, like, can't be upgraded or teams can't move on, and you know what I'm saying, but you just let him walk. Like, Clay not no dude you just let walk, right? Like, no. And then you get Buddy Hield, Buddy Hield's supposed to replace Clay? Buddy Hield supposed to replace Klay Thompson. Listen, I don't even care if I ain't scouted this player at all, right? If he has historically been the player that other teams let go, I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? No, why? Kings let him go. Boom. Go to the Pacers. Didn't really have a big role with the Pacers. Pacers let him go. Sixers was at the Sixers for 1 year. Let him go. Why do I want him? I don't want him. I'm good. Another 6'4" guard. Like, what is it with Golden State and 6'4" guards? You're not going to find another Steph. Right? He's a transcending one-of-one type guy. You got lucky. You're not going to just... If that's what y'all trying to do, it's not going to happen. I don't know what y'all on with that. Y'all get all these 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", 6'4" guards. Like for what? I don't get it. It makes no sense. Then y'all fumble. Y'all don't trade for marketing because y'all want to keep. I'm about to butcher his name. I don't care. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Pominski. I think that's how you said the curly head. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like what? You don't trade from 6'10", play the man, can shoot, dunk on people, put it on the floor, marketing, and you want to, he do everything, he do more than what Pominski can do at 6'10". Like what is there, what? And then, on top of that, you let Brandon, what how you say it? I'm about to butcher his name. DiVincenzo go to the Knicks and he better than Pominski. But then you want to keep him and not get marketing. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, make it make sense. Like, even if you do, like, this is what they should have kept Clay, made a trade, got marketing. You know what I'm saying? Now you got him at the 4, 5, 3, whatever you want to put him at. Like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? Like, it's all right. Steph gonna be like, man, trade me, bro. Trade me. It's like y'all off. Bob Myers must have seen the writing on the wall because he got up out of there. Like, I don't know what happened with that. Did they not want to pay him? I don't know, but Warriors better get it together, man. They I don't know. They better get it together because they gonna, if they fumble, like some franchises gotta realize, like, you're not really a good franchise, right? You just got lucky and rode the luck wave for real. Like, stuff just started to fall in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that one draft literally created the history of your franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you threw a dart at the wall and you was right 3 times, and that's what really built your whole franchise for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta keep it going. Like, some teams, some players some franchises don't know how to, like, rebuild it, right? They don't know how to get good again, right? Like, they can have that one run, but I feel like Golden State was stuck in this identity crisis of, like, how we played kind of got figured out and became the standard of the league. Like, it was what was being, you know what I'm saying, trying to be duplicated. And in the NBA, staying the same is getting worse, right? If a team just keep coming back the same, that's the same as getting worse because every other team trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? That's like you gonna keep selling me the same car every year. No, ain't no upgrades, nothing. Just the same one. We just gonna put add a year on it and just drop it back at the lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? The 2014 Charger gonna be just like the 2023 Charger. We ain't gonna change nothing. You at least gotta do like iPhone, doing fake people out to make them think you did something different to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That dude find some feature to market. Like, can't keep bringing back the same team. So, yeah, man, we gonna see if what happened, but they better pull a rabbit out their hat because they do not want to lose the babyface assassin. They gonna be in the NBA abyss if that happens. So, tell me what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.